only works for babies that are younger. You see, once they start getting older, you don't want anything covering them when they want. Like, why are you causing heat for me when I'm trying to eat? That kind of thing. You just pull off the nursing cover and throw it away. So don't say I didn't tell you. Get ready. Once your baby starts to get to like 6 months, 9 months, and you're still breastfeeding, you're going to yank that thing off and flip it away. What's up, beautiful people? Welcome to another exciting episode of New Mom with Dr. O. You already know. Yeah. And today we're going to be discussing something very, very interesting. You know, being a new mom, it can be so confusing, especially, you know, because you've never done this before. So you might have read books, people might have told you different things, but this is actually your first time experiencing it for real by yourself, you know. And there's nothing like experience. Experience is always the best teacher. So it's always good to learn from other people like moi and anyone else around you really that has been through it. I'm going to talk about something very important that all moms need to know, especially if you are one that has chosen to breastfeed her baby. Breastfeeding is very, very good for the baby. I highly recommend it. It's one of the easiest things you can do. I know some people say breastfeeding is stressful. I don't know how, like it's super easy. Anyway, that's the topic for another day. Watch out for my video on the pros and cons of breastfeeding, which I'm going to link somewhere down there. Today, what we're actually talking is essential items every breastfeeding mom needs. You know, if you've never had to breastfeed before, you might not realize that you actually need some of these things. You might just take it for granted. So today, I'm here to show you all those items you need. Sit back and relax. Ta-da! So the number one item every breastfeeding mom needs is a nursing bra. Don't take this for granted. A nursing bra is golden for every breastfeeding mom. Using a regular bra can make breastfeeding really stressful. But when you have a nursing bra, it makes everything super easy. And of course, I'm not expecting you to wear your nursing bra on top of your clothes like I'm doing. I'm just doing this for demonstration. So this is exactly how it works. It's a nursing bra. It looks like a regular sports bra and all that. So the difference is that it gives easy access to the breast. So you can just unhook it, bring it down, and push it to the side, and you already have easy access for your baby to feed and be very comfortable while breastfeeding, right? It's not like normal bra where you have to pull it up, pull it down, unhook it at the back, and you know, just this one is just really fast and easy for you, and it's like that on both sides, so you don't have to stress yourself. Make sure you get a nursing bra. It's available in most maternity shops, you know. Just make sure you get one, and they're usually affordable. They're different types, different styles. They're also very attractive colors besides black, which can tend to be boring. So just look for one that suits you best. The next essential item that every breastfeeding mom needs are breast pads. Yes, nursing pads. And what do? They actually soak and absorb the extra milk. You know, when you are lactating, when your breast is producing milk, sometimes the milk tends to overflow, especially overnight when you sleep or in between feeding when the baby has not really eaten so much. The milk tends to start overflowing and then it soaks your clothes, and that can be really embarrassing if you don't have something to absorb it. So think of it like a sanitary pad but for the breast, right? To prevent any embarrassment. The whole world doesn't have to know that you are a breastfeeding mom. So there are two types of these. You can get disposable ones and the reusable ones. The reusable ones are made of cloth, so the inner part looks like a towel. The disposable ones, they are wrapped individually like this in parts. So you just open it up. Open it up, and you can see that the inner part is made of absorbent material. It's just exactly the same shape and size of the reusable one, right? But this one has adhesive stickers at the back, so you can stick it to the inner part of your nursing bra. I'm going to demonstrate it right now. I'm just going to take my nursing bra and stick it with this side being on the inner side. So stick it to the inner part of my nursing bra, so it's absorbing any type of milk that's going to leak out. And I can do the same with this. Just put it in here, and that's it. It's going to stay even without an adhesive sticker. Good thing about it is that the reusable one, you can reuse it. It's affordable and you can reuse it as many times as possible. You can even reuse it in between children. So when you finish with your first baby, you keep it, use it for your next baby, and so on and so on. It's dependent on you, right? Disposable ones are single use. Once you are done using it, you throw them away. So that might be the downside, that you know it tends to be more expensive because you throw it away and you have to buy more and keep buying. Whereas this ones, all you just have to do is wash them the way you wash any other clothes, right? You can even pop them in the washing machine and they are good to go. And then next one will obviously be breastfeeding friendly clothes. Actually, there are clothes that are specially made for nursing. They are specially made for breastfeeding, right? Some of them, they have like a bit of a low neck where you can slide it down. Some of them might have like a zip for you to zip, or they might have a flap for you to lift. You know, there are different types, but trust me, they make your life so easy whenever you're breastfeeding. Next essential item for breastfeeding, especially for new moms when you just give birth and you haven't breastfed in a while, or this is your first time breastfeeding, is nipple cream. Because when you have not breastfed before, or when you just give birth, your nipples tend to get chapped when your baby is breastfeeding. So you can have little cracks on your skin that might bleed and make breastfeeding painful. So this nipple cream helps to soothe it and helps to heal the skin so that breastfeeding is a breeze. Like your baby is breastfeeding and there's no cracks on your skin, there's no dryness and all those kind of things, right? So you just need to put a little bit and rub it on around your nipple, so the areola parts. It's a bit thick. So it's just exactly like petroleum jelly. The consistency is just like petroleum jelly. Then you rub it gently on both areolas, so the dark area surrounding your nipple. You can get nipple cream at any pharmacy, any maternity store. It's available online on most of the major maternity stores. You can get them, and they're different brands, so just look for a brand that suits you best. Next essential item for every breastfeeding mom is nursing cover. So I don't have one here with me right now, but I'm going to put the picture somewhere up here so you can see. The nursing cover is something that when you're in a public place, you might not want to really bring your breast out, or you might not really feel comfortable like letting the whole world see your breast just because you're a breastfeeding mom. Is like, no, I think I'll pass, right? So that nursing cover is like the big kind of blanket thing, but you can strap it onto your neck, right? And then your baby is under and it just covers you, your baby, and your breast, right? So everybody can just see like you being covered and you're not seeing what's under. So it's really helpful in public places, but bear it in mind, this only works for babies that are younger. You see, once they start getting older, you don't want anything covering them when they want, like, why are you causing heat for me when I'm trying to eat, that kind of thing. They just pull up the nursing cover and throw it away. So don't say I didn't tell you. Get ready. Once your baby starts to get to like 6 months, 9 months, and you're still breastfeeding, you're going to yank that thing off and flip it away. It's better that if you're breastfeeding and you're conscious of people looking at you, you might want to go to like a quiet and private area to breastfeed, whether or not you have the nursing cover. Now, the next item I'm about to talk about is an optional item. You don't have to get it if you don't plan to use it, but for working moms, or if you just need to rest while someone else helps you take care of the baby and you really want your baby to stay on breast milk only, no formula feed, then this item here is one that is going to be very useful for you. Yeah, it's called a breast pump. This one is a manual breast pump, right? So basically what a breast pump does is you attach it to your breast and pump out your milk, right? So that your baby actually has breast milk to take even when you're not around. And I have another video where I talked about the right way to store your breast milk. Look out for that. But today's video is all about essential items. So I'm putting a breast pump right now. So basically what this breast pump does is it helps to extract as much milk as possible from your breast, so that when you're not around, your baby still gets breast milk even though it's from a bottle. And of course, if you're going to use a breast pump, you're going to need something to feed the baby with, right? So the next essential item would be a feeding bottle, which I don't have right here right now to show you, but this is actually a feeding bottle. So most breast pumps come with a feeding bottle under, or bottles that are similar to your feeding bottle, where you can just change the cover to become a feeding bottle and you feed the baby. But unfortunately, I don't have the cover right here now. And there are two types of breast pumps. There is the manual breast pump like this, and there's electric breast pumps where they actually plug them to electricity and then put it there automatically, just self pump, so you can be reading a book, chilling, watching TV while your breast is pumping away. Yeah, makes you feel a bit like a cow, but it's worth it for the baby, isn't it? Yeah, and it makes your life easier too. So those are all the essential items I thought to let you know about. If you're a mom that has chosen to breastfeed, kudos to you. You've made a perfect decision, and to make your life easier, these items are exactly what you need. If you have any questions about breastfeeding, more questions about these items, or anything at all, don't forget you can send a message to my Instagram DM and I'll be more than happy to answer your questions. If you haven't subscribed yet, please make sure you click the subscribe button down below and share this video with anyone you think might need to see this. Like I always say, being a new mom can be pretty overwhelming, but your kids are totally worth it. See you next week.